Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Two Brothers channel. I'm one brother.
And I'm the second brother. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. We have another powerful, let me say that again, powerful episode for you today. So back to you, Mr. Phil.
Hey, today we're going to be looking at mindset.
Ooh.
Mindset.
I'm rubbing my hands together.
Actually, the first time I heard about mindset, I really didn't understand when that person was talking. I was at a business function, and the person was saying that what is holding you back is your mindset. And I was thinking to myself, what is this guy talking about? And it's taken many years to finally understand, because I can now benefit from the hindsight and this, they say 2020 hindsight. I can now see how my mindset has improved and how it has helped me along the journey. Okay. So I'm just going to let Mr. Claire say a few words and I'll come back.
Wow, mindset, Mr. Phil. There's so many angles that I want to attack this up with.
Please.
I'm jumping by the bits. So first of all, when we all have 24 hours in the day. What you do with those 24 hours has a lot to do with your mindset. And you might look at yourself and say, I'm not where I want to be financially, physically, mentally, whatever the situation at work, at home, whatever the situation is, you say, I'm not there yet. But what gets you from where you are to getting to where you want to be is your mindset. Is the foundation to everything. And most people don't focus on it. They tend to just let it go. They focus on other things. They focus on their bank balance. They focus on money. They say money, 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 money. The driver for all their life is money. I need to make more 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 money. But the reality is, you won't get far without the right mindset. Because
that is so powerful. That's so true. That is everything right there. Carry on.
Because even if you get the money, as we've known from the people that have won the lottery by mistake, accidentally, you won the lottery, you're not a millionaire. Without the right mindset, the million goes away. They're in worse trouble than they are in just, guess how long? It says in 5 years. If they take look at them again in 5 years' time, they're not billionaires from the million they've made. They've gone backwards, worse than they were when they won the lottery. So the mindset is so powerful, and it's amazing. It's so amazing. Mr. Phil, back to you, sir.
You just used the lottery, and the lottery is a very good example because, like you said, a lot of people just focus on, as long as if I can just have the money. You could hear people like Tupac, people like Biggie. They said, more money, more problems. People don't get it. People don't get it. Anyway, let's look at it this way. We know musical instruments. Let's talk about a piano. A piano, you can have the best Yamaha with the best ivory keys, mahogany, polished mahogany. And you can have it right there, sitting there, and get someone that doesn't know how to play piano. What kind of music will come out of it?
The worst noise.
But it's a Yamaha. It's gold-plated Yamaha. Ivory keys. It's like so expensive. But the person playing it matters, doesn't it?
Big time.
You can get a kid's play toy that is a keyboard. Just maybe, those small ones that they make.
Yeah,
and guess that really know what they're doing with it. someone that really knows what they're doing, and they will play better music than on that Yamaha versus that person that doesn't know how to. So what am I saying? A lot of people don't actually know that their mind is a tool. It's like a musical instrument. Let me break it down for all you guys, because I will not, when I break it down, I'll take you to the answer, then we'll walk back. I will not be able to go too deep, but let me just say, some people actually think that they're their body. This is me, my body. I thought so in the beginning too. Some people actually think that they're their mind. You're not your mind. What you are is your consciousness. Your mind is the tool for your consciousness. So your mind is like that Yamaha keyboard. And if you do not, so when we say read books, listen to things, what we are doing is that the person that knows how to play a keyboard, the only reason why they can play a keyboard better than you is practice. That is the only thing. If they don't practice, they cannot play that good. If you practice, you play as good as them. It's totally dependent on how much investment in practicing that you have practiced for you to be effective in playing that instrument. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? So it is with your mind. Mr. Clay.
Wow. That is so, I love what you've done there. Because most people would think, yeah, I am the mind. I'm the mind. My mind is me. We're one on the same thing. But Mr. Def, listen, guys. This is primary school, elementary, the sessions you're having here. There are deep sessions. Mr. Phil can't wait to take you. He can't wait to take you deep dive. Because sometimes you need to go deep. You need to go deep. And when it comes to the mindset, it's deep. It's deep. We can float around the top surface, but you won't get it. You won't really appreciate the power there is in creating, in actually building the right mindset. There was a book that we read very early on in this journey called The Power of a Positive Mindset. Yeah.
Power of positive thinking.
Power of positive thinking. That's the one. Thank you, sir. And that was one of the clues that gave me a clue to say, okay, does this thing work? Because Mr. Phil, I won't lie to you. I feel sometimes that, I'm weird. Because I'm surrounded by people all everywhere you go, work, home, play, they all have the wrong mindset. But they want the money, they want the success, they want the things, and you see them putting effort. They're putting effort into all the wrong things, and you're thinking, but why don't you apply the effort into improving your mindset? Why don't you put the sweat that you're putting into getting up early, going to bed late, into actually dedicating it into your mindset? Because, like you said, Mr. Phil, the minute your mindset starts changing, the layout, the game, the pieces on the chessboard will open up to you. You start seeing different things that you never saw before. You start seeing intricacies that you never even spotted before. That you'll be like, oh, so that's there. Oh, that's there. Wow, I didn't know that was there. Because this morning I was listening to I work for a multinational company, and they were asking him a question. They see the group, the Oga Patapata, the chairman, the big man himself. So they were asking him a question. And I was asking myself, how would I answer that question? Not we're working for the same organization. we're two people. So how would I answer the question? And, they're asking this guy, what are your values? What is the purpose? What does value and purpose mean to you? And I was looking at him and I was thinking, okay, you know what? In his position, he needs to give us a vision. He needs to give us a purpose. He needs to keep everybody motivated and moving us in the right direction. Otherwise, it's gone. Because the minute the profit is not there, the shareholders are not happy, his head is on the chopping block. And the way he was answering it is the way we've always been told by these books, Mr. Phil. The way, that you value your people. You encourage them by showing them people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And these are the mindsets of CEOs. So these books, this personal development that we're telling you about, these are tools that CEO eat, like you're eating your meal. That's what they feed on. But because you're around worker bees and you're around these crabs, you talking to them and saying it's like they don't get it.
And the reason why they don't get it is because they don't understand the correlation between their mind. First and foremost, like I said, some people don't even know that their mind is a tool for their consciousness. So they're just going about life saying, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that, and they're neglecting the tool that will get them there. You get what I'm saying? When I look at myself, one of the things that some people just told me, someone told me, said, I know you, he said, I know you will not stop until you achieve that thing. And he said that just out of the blue. And I looked at myself and I thought, that's interesting, because I wasn't born like that.
That's the thing.
This person knows me as someone that once I set my mind to achieve something, I will achieve that thing. That person actually told me, he said, I know you. Once you decided, I will do it. But it struck me, I wasn't born like that. As a matter of fact, I can tell you that the books that encourage me to have discipline, to be tenacious, to keep going for it. You fall 7 times, you get up 8 times. You understand what I'm saying? The winner's attitude. I can point to the books that I read and the things that equipped my mind. And that's why I'm saying that a lot of people don't understand that you have to actually practice to use that instrument. One of the things I was telling Mr. Kunle is that, do you know that your mind can actually deal with pain? That you don't feel pain anymore. You're feeling pain. Maybe say you have a headache, and you can actually I'm not going to go into that today, but I just want to let you know your mind can actually switch off pain. Wow. But if you don't know how, you will die without experiencing that. We've got Shaolin monks, Tibetan monks in the Himalayas. Just watch those people, what they do with their mind, because they understand that this is a tool. Like another way they look at it is it's like a muscle. If you don't train the muscle, you will not be able to do certain things. If you're a fighter, you have to train your muscles to be able to be strong so that people cannot push you about. You have to train your knuckles. So it is with your mind, Mr. Claire.
Wow. Yes, like I said to you, Mr. Phil, when you're talking on this subject, you have to go deep. What Mr. Phil is telling you there is about conditioning.
Yeah.
Conditioning your body, conditioning your mind, because this world is all about conditioning yourself. If you don't build it, you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. So it's about building the right muscles. I mean, you want to be a billionaire, you want to be a millionaire, but you can't invest half an hour into your own personal development every day. But you can invest 7 hours working and running and trying to get there. But you will get, it's not about just working hard. It's about working smart and hard. It's not about just working smart, and it's not just about working hard. It's about working hard and smart.
Actually, Mr. Clare, something just came to my mind, and this was a topic I was going to deal with. Just hold on that thought. Don't forget what you just said there. You see, I'm going to speak Yoruba now. There's this thing that I've heard before, and that thing just jarred me. Ideal I need. Ideal I need. Have you heard that before, Mr. Clay? Yeah. Ideal I need. Someone says something wrong. Maybe they say something like a definition of something, they got it wrong. And then you correct them. Maybe let's say they use the word pedantic. Pedantic means someone that is stubborn. And they use it wrong, and you correct them, and they go, ideal, I need Jarima, worrying by. And that jarred me. And the reason is because there's a lot of ideal I need mentality in Africans, where they don't pay the price of being accurate, of being on point. And the unfortunate thing is that it shows in everything that concerns us as Africans. But because it shows over time, we don't pay it the right attention. The right attention we should go is, we cannot let this happen. But because it happens gradually, we just watch, we just allow it. For instance, now the Chinese are coming gradually to Africa. Our reaction should be, don't let it happen. That should be our reaction. But what is our reaction? That's our reaction as Africans. And that is mindset right there. Mr. Clay.
Wow, that is powerful. Yes, that's how we were colonized in the first place. They came in and were like, and they started building protectorates. Even the meaning of the word protectorate. So they had a piece of land they will buy and they will start protecting it. And the land gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Before you know it, they're taking over the whole land.
Okay. Now think about the mindset of the conqueror. Think about the mindset of someone that wants to come and colonize your place. They're not coming to play. You think they are, but they're not coming. They know that they have to pay a price. And like Mr. Clay said, they called it a protectorate. That means that in this little place, we have to defend ourselves. They're not protecting you. They're protecting themselves. Let me repeat. They call it a protectorate, not because they're protecting you. They call it a protectorate because they're protecting themselves. And like Mr. Clay said, they buy more land. Then they protect that. Then they buy more land. Then the protectorate is getting bigger. Who are they protecting? Themselves, not you. And what happens is so their mindset is a mindset of someone that I will, I can, I will. I can and I will achieve. Meanwhile, if your mindset is that, well, okay, what's gonna be, yes, we're just here. If that's your mindset, then no wonder you're colonized. Then no wonder when we look at every indices in the world, we Africans, we are at the bottom. And you can trace it all back to our own mindset. Mr. Clay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before you said about controlling your mind, using your mind as a tool. I was talking about working not just hard, but smart.
Yeah.
And the key to that is we as a people, as a mindset, we're very talented people. We're blessed. We're strong. We're lone rangers. We don't need anybody. We can do it. Just give us the task. We'll get onto it. But when you look in our history, there's a lot of technology that we've used in the past that we've lost. And we're just relying on the basic element of our strength. Just because we're big and we're strong, we just rely on that. But people that are not big and strong like us, they've known from day one that, okay, we need to play this game a bit differently. We have to work in teams. We have to build teams, and we have to protect the team, and we have to get the team to transfer from one generation to the other. No generation is starting from scratch anymore. But we're happy to start from scratch.
All the time.
All the time. We don't even think about the 10 generations down the line. We're only thinking about me, myself, and I.
And that is a mindset in itself. When you have the mindset of me, myself, and I, I'm all right, Jack. When you're not really all right. Because again, how can I say I am all right as a Black man in this world right now? I know we're a bit serious tonight, but sometimes we need to go there and we need to talk to ourselves as a family. How can I, in this world, look at myself as a Black man? Is it because I've got shirt? Is it because I've got wristwatch? Is it because I have light? How can I look at myself and say I am doing well and I am comfortable as a Black man in this world right now, when my food sources is not under my control? That means that if the supermarket stop and say, don't sell to all Black people, we're effed.
Yeah.
Media is not under our control.
What is on? Let's just say what is under our control. Forget everything because we know not. We can keep
Mr.
going
Clay, honestly, Mr. Clay, the more I equipped my mind and my eyes open, the more I'm like, I can't be comfortable. It's ludicrous as a Black man in this world to be comfortable. But guess what? If you watch how we carry ourselves, you think we're in control of everything.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Clay, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We walk around as if, I've got the Rolex watch. I've got the nice Mercedes Benz. I've made it. I've made it. What kind of mindset does that to you? Because you think you value more about your Rolex watches and your Mercedes Benz than what really matters, which is your mindset. Because if you invested that money into your mindset, first of all, you know that Mercedes Benz is not the car for you. Because you can't say as Black people, we have one car company that rivals a Mercedes. That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let us be candid. That is a problem. You can't say you have one watch company that rivals Rolex. That's another problem. Hello? You can't say you have one shoe company that rivals Adidas or Nike. Or, so you driving your Mercedes Benz and you think you're compared to every other person, I'm doing great. You feel better. You can talk to them anyhow. After all, have you seen my car? Like a friend of mine one time, told me, I said, hey, how is what's his name doing? He said, what's his name is doing great. Wow. You know what? He's driving a Bentley. And I was like, he's driving a Bentley? Yeah. How many people do you know that he's driving a Bentley? How many people do you know that he's driving a Bentley? I was like, I don't think I know. I don't know. Well, he's driving a Bentley, so hey, he's made it. He's made it. But the mindset, that kind of mindset, because when you eventually meet the guy that's driving the Bentley, that's paying top dollar by the hour, he wants to go from here to that place. His 50 pounds gone. 50 pounds I can't even afford to be spending that way.
Let me quickly tell you a story about that actually. When I was still in church. Can you imagine? I was in church and one of these guys, he came with a brand new Mercedes, minted, came out of the car, boom, boom, walked in the church. Everybody. He sat down, boom, boom. Can't touch me. Honestly, after the service, Mr. Kinley, this guy came to meet me and said, my brother, can you borrow me 10 pounds? I need for petrol for my car. Wow. I looked at him, Mr. Clay, I looked at the car, and I thought to myself, first and foremost, it's ridiculous, but what the heck is 10 pounds going to do with that car? The needle will not even move. Can you see how destructive a mindset is or can be when you care more about what people think or to show off in front of people than to do the right thing and to be actually doing well, to be actually doing good.
Exactly.
Imagine the fight that he will be having with his wife at home or vice versa. They've got to show up off outside, but there's no food in the house because, like Mr. Kinley said, the money to buy diesel or petrol for that car to just take them from maybe 2 miles is enough for the budget of their food for the month. But they'd rather do that. And what is the reward? What is the reward? The reward is temporary flashness because you can't sustain that. It's just temporary flashness. You flash, everybody go, hey, like the guy you were talking about, Bentley. You go, hey! But guess what? He has dug himself into a hole because unfortunately, if he gets into trouble, can he go and meet that friend that was impressed? Can he go and meet him? he will have to suffer in silence.
For real.
And then go and sign his life away to a white man.
That is the way, like you say, it's the mindset. Because you rather be for everybody to be talking about you. Oh, the guy, have you seen his car? Oh, he's seen his car. I remember back in the day, the mindset was just get a girl by any means necessary. So most people will hire a car. They won't even pay for it. They will hire it. And they will go to nightclubs and, turn up with a big flashy car, get the best looking girl from the nightclub and, take her home. Don't even take her home, but, take her somewhere. But, they will spend all their money on paying a rental and be sleeping on a beanbag, not even a bed, a beanbag. You eventually get to their home, you see that they don't even have furniture; they just have a beanbag. So now these mindsets are very, very important because yes, you will not look flashy. Yes, you will. People might look down on you. As you're building this journey, as you're building the right mindsets, you're building it correctly. People might look down on you. But in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, you will look at yourself and look around you, and you'll be like, wow, why can't we even talk to each other? Because your mindset is totally gone. You're like, you are now vibrating at a level where the decisions you're making, the steps you're making, the things you're saying no to, the things you're saying yes to, it accumulates over time. And and the way you deal with your kids and what your kids see of you, it makes it adds up. And after a while, you're able to say, you know what? There's £1,000. I want to splash out.
Easy.
And you won't even feel it.
Easy. Now let's bring it all home now, because we've highlighted examples of wrong mindset, and so let's go into what the benefits of the right mindsets are. Now, let me just quickly go back to the fact that a lot of people, the examples we've given about the Bentley, the flashy people faking it and all that, okay, again, is because they don't realize that their mind left fallow, left idle. It's like you're leaving a plot of land, and what will happen? Weed will grow. Weed will grow.
Yep.
However, if you tend to that same place, have you seen a place that is not tended and weeds growing everywhere? Do you see how ugly it is? That is how people's decisions, when they leave their mind untended, they will make decisions, and you look at them and you'll be like, are you dumb? How could you be that stupid?
How does that make sense?
How does that make sense? It is because, like the land untended, that's how their mind is. Their mind is everywhere. Their mind is, so again, the default setting of their mind will make them start making wrong decisions, start buying a Mercedes that they will borrow £10 for petrol. You understand what I'm saying? That's the result of an unkept mindset. However, when they now realize that mind is a tool, they can now start tending to that mind with the information that they have. One good information that I'll tell everybody to go and listen to is Your Best Year Yet by Jim Rohn. It should be on YouTube, free of charge. Just listen to that.
Yep.
I think it's about 3 hours. Listen to it. Honestly, it's worth more than £10 million.
Oh, yeah.
That information.
Oh, yeah.
I'm able to do things today. I'm building a program, a platform called Give Genius. There's no way on earth. You know what I'm building. What money can build Give Genius? What is it? Money that will build it?
No, sir. No, sir.
Purely mindset. Purely mindset. There are certain things that money can't buy, and one of them is the right kind of mindset. Let me repeat that. There are certain things that money can't buy, and one of them is the right kind of mindset. Mr. Clay.
Wow. Powerful. I was just, as you were talking, something just came into me.
Please.
In my spirit. And it was talking about, you know how you're studying for an exam. And, it's either you study or you didn't study. If you didn't study, then you don't have the information to write the exam with. But if you study and you're prepared for it, you've done past papers, you're 100% ready. When the exam paper comes, you're just firing on all cylinders,
And you actually enjoy the process.
And you will enjoy the whole process much, much better.
Much better.
And you're
I've been there many times. When my mindset wasn't there, I've been there, man, not prepared, thinking I'm going to wing it.
Thinking that there must be a way, I'll be lucky, the exam papers will be favorable. The hope strategy, as they say.
The hope strategy. Then you
Shout
get
out
there,
to
then
Coach
you
Greg
start biting,
Adams.
you start biting the pen.
You know,
Suddenly the pen tastes very nice.
but that is the same as life.
Thank you.
If you have developed that right mindset, as things start unfolding and things start happening, the decisions that you've been making, the steps that you've been taking, your reaction to events that will come, because the rain falls on the rich and the poor. The bad economy hits both people. But it's what do you do with it? Are you making lemon out of lemonades? Are you making lemonades out of lemons? What are you doing? How are you dealing with those lemons? So it's about building the right mindset, working hard. It will be hard to begin with because you've been raised with the wrong mindset, believe it or not. Because you've been surrounded, by religious institutions, wrong mindset. And I'll be harsh with religious institutions. Yes, especially coming from Africa, we know what damage they've done to us. And yes, I'm being very critical. And the reason I'm being very critical is what results have they brought out? Just show me the results. I don't. It's not about right, wrong, up, down, left,
Again,
right.
it's the mindset. It's the mindset. Sorry, Mr. Clay. Let me just quickly piggyback. I won't take too long. Just imagine if the church just took a portion of that money that they're getting and start taking care of the people. Genuinely. But guess what the mindset sends them to go and do? Let me go and get a private jet and show people, look at me. Jesus did this. Jesus didn't do that. As a matter of fact, what Jesus did was Jesus fed the people.
Exactly.
3,000, 5,000. That's what Jesus did. He did not get on, because Jesus, they said he rode on a donkey. Abi?
Yeah.
Donkey is the lowest form of transport then, because they had mares, they had horses, they had carriages. He could have had a golden carriage, but he rode on a lowly donkey. So don't tell me anything about Jesus is the one in the private jet, Mr. Clay.
There you go. We'll probably have a video on religion and what they've done.
The way we're going, we're gonna go there.
But like Mr. Phil said, it's the mindset. You can see their mindset and the fruit and the results of their mindset. Are you liberating people, or are you putting them into bondage? So when you cultivate that right mindset, it would take you working on it. It would take you focusing on it. You will have to focus on it. You have to say, I'm going to build. I'm going to spend the time. I'm going to spend the energy to dedicate to building my mindset. Now, personal development journey, books, tapes, seminar, associations. I used to think, let's get this thing cracking. I've started reading the book. I've read my first book. Come on, I should be somewhere by now. Okay, let's get another book. Come on, I should be at least 1,000 near by now. Where's the million? I've read 3 books so far. What's going on? It's not. It doesn't work that way, because your mindset is. You have your conscious mind. You have your subconscious mind. What you need to break into is your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
Because once you've broken into your subconscious mind now, you're doing things that even you can't believe. Back to you, Mr. Phil.
And what Mr. Claire is saying there, really and truly, okay, I think I've said it before, so I'll say it again. What the mind of man considers, no. What the mind of man conceives, it believes. What the mind of man does not conceive, it does not believe. What the mind, oh, sorry, I've messed that up. Sorry.
Take your time, sir. Take your time. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay. What the mind of man considers, it's continually consider. What it doesn't consider, it dismisses. What it continually consider, it believes. What it continually believes, he eventually does. Finally got there. What is that saying? That's saying that, again, using your mind as a tool. Like Mr. Clay is saying, you can't say you read 3 books. Where's the result? No. You have to consider it, start on that journey and keep doing it. And what you're doing there is that you are actually informing your mind, I want to do this. I want to do this. This is what I'm doing here. And after a while, it will go from your mind to your heart, and from your heart to your subconscious. And that is where the power is. But guess what? We don't know when. We don't know how long. What we just know is that you need to be on that journey. You finish this book. Me and Akile, we've probably read hundreds of books. And when some people look at us now, they will be like, how do you know what to talk about? How do you know all these things that you're talking about? How do you do the things you do? How can you do that? How can you speak on stage? How can you speak to CEOs? How can you speak to presidents? How can you do that? They've not seen the many. Do you know what? I even read to a point where I wrote my own book.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Book. Fantastic book.
I read enough, deposited enough for me. Something had to come out.
Yeah.
Mr. Claire, thank you for saying it's a fantastic book. But I couldn't help it. Because it gets to a point where something just has to happen, Mr. Claire.
And that is the beauty of this journey. So your mindset is key to your success.
Yeah.
Building that correct mindset is key to your success, because we're all given that 24 hours a day. We're all given decisions to make every day. And the more right decisions you make and the more wrong decisions you walk away from, the better your lifestyle will be.
Yeah.
So are you making the right decisions from the right mindset? That's my question.
Are you equipped to make the right decision? And if there's anything me and Mr. Akinle are trying to do tonight, is this: look, we can talk for hours, and we're going to round this up. What we cannot provide you is that determination that you're going to work on yourself. We can tell you all the good stuff. We can tell you all cheating.
There's no cheating it.
There's no cheating it. Honestly, there's no cheating it. Again, it's like a musical instrument. I have one of my sons. He's very good with the guitar. When he's practiced and he gets the guitar, I will know. When he doesn't practice, even as good as he is, I can tell. Like Mr. Clay said, there's no cheating. Guess what? Life is the stage. Your mind is that instrument. What kind of music are you going to play with your mind? We shall see. Mr. Clay, talk us out.
On that note, you guys, I'm waiting. I can't wait to see it. So, see you next time.
See you next time. I know we were a bit deep today. And if you're still with us, then maybe like how our mentor used to tell us then, you guys have a bright future ahead of you.
That's right. That's right.
If you're still with us, because a lot of people will have clicked off by now. But if you're still with us, maybe you're one of those few that will actually make it. On that note, like my daughter normally says, peace and love.
Peace and love. See you next time.
And we'll speak to you next time.